Welcome back. We are chatting with Duncan Clayton about Nature's Way, and actually we're talking about your dad and where he's going, and because they semi-retired, I would have.
Right. Yeah.
That's why you're in charge.
Mom and Dad are both pretty much out of the store, out of the business. I mean, they still play a part behind the scenes, but they don't really have much to do with the day-to-day anymore. By their own decree as well. So it's freed them up to do some of their own, personal pursuits. Mom's getting back into painting, as we were talking. Dad's now teaching a class at the ASU Mountain Home on business management, retail, marketing. It's a required class, and he's having a lot of fun with this. It's his first time teaching, but so far so good. And
New careers.
See where it goes from there. You kind of never stop working, really.
Yeah. Well, the kind of business that you have down there, it's a family owned. It's not a chain.
No, it's all us.
It's not a national thing. So
us and our team. I give a lot of credit to the people that work for us as well. They play pivotal parts, and couldn't do it without them. So
Takes a village.
We're very lucky with the people we have that work for us as well.
And that whole team crew effort and the icon, it's under the umbrella of Nature's Way.
Right. Yep.
Is an icon for a lot of people. People don't think of anything else when they think of either healthy foods or supplements or whatever.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully they don't.
If we're doing it right, then they're thinking of us. But that's what we want to do is be a part of the community, not just a store, not just a chain. We don't have really any plans of expanding anytime soon.
Where the employees are behind the counter doing this and.
Right. Yeah, you go into some chains and they don't really know the products. They don't really know what all they carry, and they're not really trained on customer service the way we do about, really engaging with the customer, helping them find the product that's right for them. I mean, I tell my staff constantly, I'd much rather you show a person a product, like two products. Maybe there's one that's $20 and one that's $5. If the $5 product is the one that's right for them, get on that, because we want it to work. There's no value in buying something and making a sale if the customer's not going to benefit from it.
Yeah, and a lot of times the customers don't really know what the solution to the problem is.
Right. We're in a unique industry where you have to either do a lot of personal research to understand this wide range of products that are out there, especially in natural health. So we do a lot of that legwork for you. You can come in, go, hey, my doctor told me this, or I read about this, or I'm having this problem. What would you recommend? And we'll go through a round of questions to whatever level the customer is comfortable discussing. Even if it's a private consultation, we'll go back into a private area, if it makes the customer feel a little more comfortable with it, to really try and find what's right for them. And give them some options, give them some literature, give them some information they can take home, do their own research. If it's something we don't have in the store, we'll do the best effort we can to find it for them.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of how Mom and Dad kind of got the business going, and I'm helping carry that torch and, grow it and expand it. It's how we got the cafe up and going, which, couldn't be happier with it. Every day we get a little bit busier. At some point we might even, right now the upstairs is just for viewing only, but in our dinners, which I'll talk about in a minute, but there might be a point where we get busy enough, I run out of seats downstairs, we'll start supporting service upstairs, and then people can, have breakfast or lunch upstairs overlooking the Mountain Home Square, and, arguably the oldest building on the square, built in 1890, so a lot of history there. A lot of pride of the community there, so it's just
good place to be.
What we like to do.
Yeah. So you still doing the hamburger?
Yeah, it's still the number one item.
Yes.
Lo and behold.
I have heard that from more than one person, that everything that they've had there is good, but undoubtedly they always talk about the burger.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, it's an American staple, but we just try to it's all about the quality of products. We get in a whole cut of meat, we grind it ourselves. It's grass-fed, so it's richer in nutrition. We grind it, we patty it. It's never frozen. It's not a combination of meat scraps that are all ground together. It's one cut of beef chuck. and we grind that up, make a 7-ounce patty, grill it up, a little salt and pepper. There's no special seasoning, there's no special recipe.
If the meat's good, it's going to taste good.
I am proud to admit
Yes.
that, because it lets people taste just the flavor of the meat and the quality, and let them know that, wow, this is really what a burger should taste like. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's cooked the way you want it to be cooked, and it's fairly priced. You know, it's not a $15 burger. You know, you can go to some chain restaurants and pay $10, $12, $15 for a regular cheeseburger, and we're well under that. And it comes with a fresh made side. We've got organic fruit, organic popcorn. We make our own organic potato chips. You know, and
making me hungry.
it's just we make fresh salads every day. So we're just trying to show people that, you know, the products we sell in the store, as well as quality products, don't necessarily mean you're having to take out a loan to cook dinner, and they don't mean just because you bought it from a health food store it's not going to taste good.
Right.
You know, it is actually, most of the time, it's going to taste better. And that's what the cafe helps people. We get so many new people in the store because they come in through the cafe. You know, everybody likes to eat. Maybe people are apprehensive or not sure, or just unaware of, you know, what a health food store could carry. So they come in through the cafe to eat, and then they're, oh, well, look at that. Let me go check over there. And all of a sudden they're, wow, this food is amazing. And how can I make, oh, you sell that bread next door? Well, I'm going to get some of that bread that was on my sandwich. Oh, you've got that produce. That's where you get your lettuce and the onion, and, you know, you make your own pickles from the cucumbers, and, you know, so it's very synergistic. You know, both businesses help support each other and give people multiple ways to be aware of what they're eating and know that there are healthy options out there.
Well, since we're talking about the cafe, do you want to talk about the upstairs?
Sure. You know, we've got our dinner, chef's dinner, coming up now. Probably by the time this airs, we'll be having it on Saturday, Saturday the 18th. So if you don't get a chance to sign up for it, we'll be having one pretty much every month on the third Saturday of the month. And this is really Chef David, who's been on the show before. His background is fine dining. He has been able to make these wonderful creations for breakfast and lunch, but when he really showcases his capabilities,
I bet he's getting excited about this.
Oh yeah, you know, we've been trying stuff today. He did a pork belly confit, and which is just this rich, delicious, flavorful a dish of basically just thick cuts of like same type of meat. Pork belly is basically bacon with sauce, and it's a 6-course meal. He doesn't use any ingredient twice. It's meant to be an experience, a flavor experience, to where you get smaller portions, but over 6 courses. We've never had anybody who made it through all 6 courses and was still like, I'm still kind of hungry. In fact, sometimes they need like a minute to wait and sit. So you get a full meal out of this, but you get everything is tailored to be, you know, an experience of the taste buds. So it all kind of pairs with each other and builds on it, but you don't get overwhelmed by any one thing. Anybody that's eaten a large steak, if you really told them to think about it, after about a quarter of the way through that steak, you kind of lose the real richness flavor of it because your taste buds adjust. Well, if you had a 6-ounce steak, but then a 6-ounce piece of chicken, or really 6 ounces would be too much, like a 3-ounce or 2-ounce portion of something, and then again of something else, and again of something else.
It keeps
You're
it fresh,
constantly changing the flavor, and it becomes an experience. It's more than just a meal; it's an experience.
And is this something that people have to buy advanced
Right,
reservations for?
because we do it only once a month, and we have limited seats. The most we can do is 40 people. You secure your reservation by buying it in advance, but that really makes the night of the event really a fine dining, unique experience, because there's no, well, let me figure out what I want on the menu and all of this. You know in advance, all you do is come in. It is for people who enjoy wine or alcoholic beverages. You're allowed to bring your own. We don't have a liquor license, so it's really just BYOB. There's no charge for that, for bringing your own. And you can, you just come in, you sit down, you relax. We start bringing you food. and it's a quiet, serene, like this one's, Valentine's theme, so it's very romantic type event. We've had lots of couples sign up. We do have tickets available still.
Okay.
But we plan to be pretty well sold out by the end of Friday.
Well, this will start airing Friday
Right.
at 5 in the afternoon. And if you see this after Friday's show, then the event's probably over.
Right.
And then if they wanted to know when the next event, I guess they can call.
Right, yeah, give us a call, 701-5047. I'm sure the number will be on the screen.
There it is.
Well, that's for the store.
Oh, that's the store.
But anyway, for the cafe, you call the store, we'll give you the number of the cafe.
Okay.
And we'll have the next one Saturday, March the 18th. So by the 1st of March, we'll start having that menu available. If you're curious, come by, give us a call.
So the menu will be for everyone, and you.
Right, every menu is unique. Nothing's ever duplicated. Everything's paired to kind of grow on itself, and it's quite like, for instance, it's pork belly. The next is Low Country style shrimp and grits. Then an applewood smoked Caesar salad, a seared jumbo lump crab cake. And now this one's a little. We got two options here because some people may not be brave enough to try it, but beef tongue and cheek, or a New York strip. So the beef tongue and cheek would be like a richer braised beef rib. The meat's, like a shredded meat. When it's cooked, all the skin and.
It's beef tongue though?
Yeah, it's the tongue, the muscle of the tongue, and the muscle of the cheek. Just the meat, just the protein part of it. Braised and cooked just right. It pulls apart. It's rich. It's flavorful.
I would. I mean, I've heard of people eating.
Oh yeah, we've had people like,
beef
I
tongue.
love beef tongue.
I've
I
never
can't believe
had
you're
it
serving
before,
that.
though.
You can't get that anywhere around here.
Well, no, I mean, and who knows how to cook it? I mean, to me, it's not something I would just go buy and try to cook myself.
And then for dessert, a banana three-way banana pudding.
Okay.
Boy, that
So very unique.
And the prices every month, are they the same, or do
They
you change
vary.
depending on what it is?
Like this one, due to the style of it, $60 with tax and then tax and tip. But before they've been $50, $55. Again, it is a fine dining.
Sure, yeah.
It's not for everybody, but it is for those who want a true dining experience.
Yeah,
but if you're not able to join us for the dinner, come in and have breakfast or lunch with us. We have very reasonable priced items. You get a great combination of items to choose from. So we're trying to cover all bases for people who want a light breakfast, that want a delicious, healthy lunch, or want a nice evening out to really have a true dining experience. And if you were in any larger city, if you were in Little Rock, if you were in Springfield, if you were in Dallas, this would be $100, $120, $140 a person dish. So, but because we're in Mountain Home and because of the efficiencies of the store, we're really able to try to crunch it, get it as low priced as we can, so everybody, eventually might have a chance to come give it a try.
What a fun evening.
Yeah,
That
it would
sounds
be.
fun, doesn't it?
But that's not all.
Oh no.
That's not all.
It's not
I'm going to
all.
run
There's
out of
more.
time here. I know
Okay.
it. So other things with the cafe, we've got hours change. So starting in March 19th, that's a Sunday, but starting that week, we're going to shift our hours and go Tuesday through Saturday. We're going to be open on Saturday now.
yay.
So there's a lot of people, we get into the spring, the summer.
Yeah.
We know there's so many people, and
More
I
daylight.
apologize to our customers who haven't been able to come because they can't come Monday through Friday. But we are going to shift, so we'll be closed on Monday. But then Tuesday through Saturday, 8 to 3:30. So you'll have a chance to come try us on a Saturday. We've had a lot of requests for it. We feel like it's now time to shift those hours. And we'll also be, around that same time, launching a loyalty program. We have so many repeat customers, we want to be able to give back to them. So it'll basically be you earn points and you get to redeem it. There's no if you buy this many meals, you get a free cup of coffee or something. It's, you spend money, you get money back. And you get to use that towards a future purchase. No limitations. The only other bit of information is that some things will get you double points on different days. There'll be, come in today, get a smoothie. You'll get double your points. And
Can you use the points over at the store as well?
No, it will be separate.
It'll be
just a cafe.
Okay.
The store will have a loyalty program down the road, but it's a little more complex with the variety of things we have. The cafe, a little more straightforward, so I'm working diligently on that, and we're going to be releasing that in March as well, so be able to give back to our customers and appreciate them coming in and supporting us. We are a small local business, so it's through our customers that we're able to stay here. No big corporate support, you know, it's just us.
How long have you guys been over on the square?
The store itself, 1978.
Okay.
But my family, we've had it since 2001. Okay. So we're going on 16 years. February, actually, is February of 01.
Okay.
And so, speaking of the store,
I'll
burn through this pretty quick. I know you're gonna cut me for time. A couple of things we got going on right now.
You got a button to drop you through.
Yeah. They're just gonna grab me with a hook and pull me off the stage, aren't you? Yeah. We got a book sale. So right now, 20 to 50% off all our books. It's February is Heart Month, so red yeast rice, which is a great natural way for people to help manage their cholesterol levels. We've got sales on those. Like you can buy single bottles, 25% off, or you can buy a case, which is a year supply, 30% off. It's the only time of the year we offer that. So if you're familiar with red yeast rice, you're curious about it, you have struggles with cholesterol, come in and talk to us. We'll show you what we've got, and then you can, make your informed decision.
Good deal.
Also, a theme I've really been wanting to push the store towards is more than just a health food store, more than just a grocery store, more than just a supplement store, more than just a cafe. We're a natural living destination. And to kind of support that, we've got Jake Anderson, the store manager, who does biometric screenings of lipid and blood sugar panels.
Oh, good.
He'll give you an in-depth analysis and discussion of results and their implications. And you go to a doctor, you're lucky to get 15 minutes with them. But Jake will sit down with you for an hour if he has to and do these screenings. He'll do follow-ups with you. He'll show you around the store of things you can do natural ways.
Are these screenings instant?
Yeah.
Or they don't have to wait for a week or two?
It's just a tiny finger prick, and he puts it in a very sanitized process, puts it in a system, spits out the numbers within 5 minutes, and then you can go through them and then follow up. We've got Ben Marston, who's been with us for years. He's a doctor. He's a retired podiatrist. He's kind of picked his license back up and is now doing foot, ankle screenings, fungal nail clinics, as well as second opinions on being second opinions on foot health. So you've got that option, and we've also got a naturopath, Dr. Charles Lewis. Naturopath focus on underlying causes of issues instead of just treating symptoms. Concentrate on preventive measures. Advocate the gentle and effective drug-free remedies.
Wow. Okay.
And he's also doing a lecture series. So next Wednesday, the 22nd, we've got his second lecture series. It's free. You just have to call the store and sign up. And it's on Eastern Botanical Medicine. And we started promoting that this week, and the day we sent out the email, we had 12 people already sign up. And we can only do about 40. So if you're interested, call the store, 425-7677. And get signed up for that. It's Wednesday the 22nd at 6 p.m. Free educational program, just to try and provide as much information and services to the community about natural living.
Okay. Are you done?
I am done now.
Wow. So much good information, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, you might have to rewind it and play it again.
That's really good, and I encourage people to utilize what you have there. If you have questions about anything, no matter how small or large it may be off topic, you can at least direct them.
Absolutely.
I mean, you probably have other resources outside of your store that you could direct people to.
Oh, the amount of things we have at our disposal, I mean, we're just blessed to be able to provide these things. And if you have a question, if you're curious, come on in. I'm very confident there's a way we'll be able to help you.
Awesome. And go get you a hamburger and cheeseburger down
Absolutely.
there.
There you go.
The best tasting that you'll probably find.
And the homemade chips. Don't forget the chips.
Duncan, thanks so much for being
You're
here.
welcome.
Again,
Thank you.
we're always glad for you to be here and to
It's
get
always
the
a
information
pleasure.
out. Thank you.
you.
All right, we're going to talk to Eddie Elliott from the Arkansas Tornadoes, local sports team, and we'll find out.
Rob.
I bet there's going to be some. You want to play some football?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, me too, right? We'll be right back. Stay with us.